Where is the firmament? This scripture is going to blow your mind. Listen to the end. In Ezekiel 1:22, it says, over the head of the combined living creature, there was a likeness of a firmament, looking like the terrible and awesome, dazzling of shining crystal or ice stretched across the expanse of the sky over their heads. The prophet Ezekiel saw a firmament above the bodies of these angels or creatures or stars. Why? Because the Bible says the stars are inside the firmament. And guess what? No one has broken through God's firmament.
Hey, appreciate the question. Sorry that it took me a little bit longer to get to it. There's a lot of questions and comments on these videos. But actually your question, it works quite well on a flat earth. You've got to get this notion of a 93 million mile away sun. The sun is very close, which means it's a lot smaller. So if you look at this map, what I have here is just like the other video that you commented on. I've got the Tropic of Cancer here marked with black, and this bluish green is the equator, and this black outside ring is the Tropic of Capricorn. So on the inside here, if you can see, let me get the shadow, but I've got Georgia marked with that red, Michigan marked with that red. So see, when you look at this, remember you got Georgia and Michigan here, when the sun in the northern summer, when the sun is migrating or going around this circle of the Tropic of Cancer, or even the equator or Tropic of Capricorn, Georgia is always going to be closer to the sun than Michigan is, regardless of where the sun is. And Michigan's always going to be further away than Georgia is from the sun, because the sun takes this circuit, Tropic of Cancer, equator, Capricorn, back to the equator, and then back to the Tropic of Cancer. So that's how you get your temperature differences between those two places that you mentioned. It actually works quite well and makes more sense than the globe, really, because there's a reason for that. The Earth is not a globe.
NASA on its way to steal another $60 million today from gullible spinning ball Earth believers.
I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know what tomorrow is. Tomorrow is July the 8th, okay? Now, every single year on July the 8th, since the beginning of time, the entire Earth at the same time, on the same day, gets the same sun. Now, I wonder why they didn't teach us this in school. Maybe that's because it goes against their model. They can't teach this. This has been going on since beginning of time. On July the 8th, the entire Earth gets the same daylight at the same time. So you'll have to go and think about that now, won't you? And here you go. Impossible on a globe, but completely possible on a flat earth map, the Gleason's map. The more you know.
They're doing it again. They're putting it right in plain sight. They were making a movie called Fly Me to the Moon, and it's about faking the moon landing. So at this point, like, if you believe that we've landed on the moon, I think you're freaking crazy. I think you're crazy, because now they're just making movies and talking about it all out in the world, and I just watched some of the trailer.
Angles of elevation will be the same, 35,000 feet and at sea level. That means the stars are at optical infinity. Welcome to Globe.
Sorry, they're not at an optical infinity on a globe. They're at a set distance that you derive from radial values measured with Polaris. That's how you infer the distances globally. They're not infinitely distant. Did you not believe that do you think you've got an infinitely distant sun and stars? You don't think they're at set distance in your model derived from flat plane measurements of Polaris? Idiot.
Wow.
Idiot. Globe model's got set distances to stars. For example, 96 million miles to a particular star you think the sun is. That's a set distance. You've just said it's infinitely distant, therefore welcome to globe that has fixed distances. You total clown.
So does the sun actually set, or is it just leaving our field of view? If you do some research on how our ocular nerves actually perceive light, our cones pick up light from every which direction, and it converges into one single focal point. So our perception of our horizon is actually all of the light converging into one focal point, creating our artificial horizon. Our perception is the only thing that actually creates the horizon. So everything converges into one single point. That's why if someone's walking down a football field, it looks like they're disappearing into the football field. Well, no, everything's converging into one point until it then leaves your field of view. Once it leaves your field of view, you can no longer see it. So when the sun sets, it's simply leaving your field of view. Of course, don't take my word for it. I have no idea what I'm talking about because I'm not an astronomer. We'll do some research on how many astronomers have been quitting their jobs lately, because they don't really have a job. They're just repeating a bunch of equations that have no validity to them. That's the problem. The heliocentric lie is a lie, a deliberate lie against humanity. Of course, I'm just being sarcastic. The sun is 93 million miles away. Even though we can take a Nikon P1000, zoom in on it with our little 1,000 times zoom camera, and get incredible detail of the sun. That's 93 million miles away. Entertainment purposes only, folks. It's all real.
The earth is not moving according to the Bible. The earth is at rest. If you look at the NASA logo, you can see it is the tongue of a serpent. And the serpent is a deceiver. As far as NASA is concerned, Earth travels about 1.6 million miles per day. So that's 66,627 miles per hour. 666. You better open your eyes. So the sun, the moon, and the galaxy are moving too. All of these things are zooming through space according to NASA. Look at Zechariah chapter 1 verse 11. We have walked to and fro through the earth, and behold, all the earth sits still and is at rest. So the earth is not moving according to the Bible. The earth is at rest. In Psalms 96 verse 10, the Bible says, the world also shall be established, that it shall not be moved. Then there's 1 Chronicles chapter 16 verse 30. The world also shall be stable, that it be not moved. The earth does not move. It is perfectly still, it is perfectly flat, and is covered with a dome.
Alright, so I've been thinking about something, and it makes you think. So, the biblical flood. First off, let me say I don't believe that the earth is a planet in space floating and chasing the sun. I do believe that the earth is flat, and it's a realm connected to, there's more land and territories. And I don't give two shits about you people that talk shit about people that believe in a flat earth. My concept of the flat earth is different than a lot of the other flat earthers. I do believe that the earth is a realm and it's surrounded by an ice wall. So how does even God flood the earth? How does God flood the earth in the Bible? Where does the extra water come from? Where does the extra water come from? I have a theory. Since we are surrounded by ice walls, I believe that's how the earth was flooded. I think there was beings at one time. I don't think it had anything to do with God's hand. Some of the lands show what looks like there could have been obviously a flood of the earth, especially in America. Only in America, really, to tell the truth, from what I feel. Anyway, let me ask you a question. I feel like there's going to be another flood. It's like a reset. And that's just my theory. Y'all can call me crazy. Something just tells me. You want to know why? Because it would be the easiest thing to do. Cause a flood and kill a lot of people. You want to know how? Why do you think they won't let you go to the ice wall? Why do you think they stop it? You think they don't have charges and detonations all around the ice walls, like so far in from the ice wall from the ocean, and then so far in to where they detonate all those things all around? What do you think's going to happen with the land if all that ice that's surrounding all of us is, if even a large portion of it, or even half of it, if that shit starts sliding off into the ocean all around, what do you think's gonna happen? The flood. So, I don't know. Tell me what y'all think. My brain be going. It be going. And I think a lot of crazy shit. Well, what people think would be crazy, so to speak. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think. It's a theory. It's a theory, and it's actually more believable than anything else, as far as like man can do this. Hypothetically speaking, if you don't believe in the ice wall or the flat earth realm, let me know your opinion. Do you see this being something that is possible? Like I said, surround ice wall. Surrounded by, I mean, in waters in the center with land, obviously. And parts of the ice wall all around start dropping. Water levels are going to rise. And if we're completely surrounded by ice walls, that's a lot. And you think that with all these years they haven't done stuff like that? Tell me what y'all think. I got a crazy theory. They might even take it off for saying this.
What I wish I knew at 20 instead of 30. The secret behind the map that might just prove the Earth isn't round after all. In the late 19th century, a daring professor named Orlando Ferguson sketched a map that turned heads and spun compasses. This wasn't your average map. Oh no. This one depicted the Earth as a flat disk, surrounded by an impassable icy wall that keeps everything snug and tight inside. Picture it, continents sprawled across a large circular plain, with the North Pole smack in the centre, like a bullseye. Ferguson claimed his map was scientifically and practically correct, as it accounted for all known laws of perspective. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, one thing's for sure. This map stirs the pot in the grand cauldron of cosmic mysteries. So what do you think? Is there a chance we've been getting the shape of our own world wrong all along? Ferguson's map, with its intricate details and bold claims, continues to captivate and challenge our understanding of the world. Even today, it serves as a reminder to question, to explore, and to never stop seeking the truth about our place in the cosmos.
So, that's my second take on this. I just made one video right now, but let's try this again, because I think there's a little bit more to add to this. So, are flat earthers correct? There's one thing I find quite interesting, and that's the map of the flat earthers. If you look at the map, and then have a look at the UN flag. Why is the map that flat earthers show the same as on the UN flag? So if there would be absolutely no merit to what flat earthers say, then why is the map on the UN flag? One organization that's part of the system, that's probably at the top of the system, directing or dictating the path that other nations are supposed to go. Why is the flag having a map? It's exactly the same as the flat earthers one. I find it kind of quite interesting. I haven't looked, and we have to put everything to question, right? We know we are being lied to, that we have been lied to. So then we actually have to put everything to question now. Even with something stupid, or let's say stupid, maybe they are correct, you know? Maybe we should be entertaining the thought of maybe we are living under a dome, right? I haven't been going far up enough. Of course I used an airplane, but I haven't been going far up enough to know is there like if you actually can go into space, you know. But putting that aside, I used to think that the flat earthers were like a group that were meant to make everyone look stupid. So you can have like truthful, like you can actually see lies and you speak them out with facts, and like you point out the corruption of things. But then if you join the flat earther group, that's gonna make you the insane person. I used to think they were like a plant. They were planted on purpose to make everyone look stupid. Everyone that is like, so that they could like color everyone as like, oh, you're a flat earther, you're stupid. You probably think you're gonna the earth is flat too, huh? Right? Like even if like you could be pointing out to like the truth or corruption or whatever it might be, or exposing the lies, but then they have like another group that they can throw you into, kind of way. But then so that they can dismiss everything you say as invalid, like your argument wouldn't be true or right. But that doesn't change anything. Like I'm just putting everything to question now, even that, because we have to. We've been lied about so much that we even have to put into question how much like our maps are correct, our understanding of maps. And if you look at the map already, like of the US map that you see on Google Maps, you already see like that Iceland, if you look up Iceland, the map, the size of Iceland compared to South America, and I made a video about that, you see that Iceland is like this tiny little thing. Like this tiny little thing. But it's supposed to be as big as like South America. And then you look up a different map and you see Iceland actually this big. Like this big. So and then look up why is Iceland, if you look up the size, not as big shown on the map as South America, if it's that huge, right? Why is it only shown like in this tiny like little bit? But then it goes further than that, so that you have a different map than Google Maps, and a different map shows you actually these proper proportions based on the sizes of the country. So you have that, but it goes even further. Maybe that map is also not 100% correct. They're like, why is the UN having the flat earther map on their flag? I don't know. Like, it just seems like a rabbit hole that goes deeper and deeper, and like you think you're going insane because like, you know, like how much further does it go? You know, how much is there more merit to this? Could it be any more crazy? Like yeah, sure, like I understand like the corruption with like a monetary system where like you can suck up the wealth of everyone that works. They're slaving away for that money. That makes complete sense. But at the same time, they can print it however they want it. They can create so much money out of thin air however they want it for whatever they want. So in a sense, like they're washing away the value of the money that everyone is using. I totally understand that. That makes sense to me. But like now going into like even like saying like, man, there's so much more that we live like, that we've been lied to, maybe even about our maps, and maybe even way more. So, well, I hope I'm not falling off the rocker too much. I know like there's truth to what I'm saying in many areas, and this is not touching like the very far corner of the whole idea of like flat earth. But hey, you tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Why is the flat earth map on the UN flag of an organization that's directing other nations, other countries? Tell me your thoughts, what you think, why that is. I don't believe in coincidences. the map is, if you take a look at the map, it's pretty much really exactly the same. So let's see, right? Why is it? And yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next video.
It came in the mail and y'all are opening it with me. Ooh. Smell it. Woo! Here we go.
The Flat Earth map dates back over 1,000 years. This map is credited to being created by a Persian astronomer. His name was Al-Biruni, and he lived between 973 AD to 1048 AD. It's the official map of the United Nations and also the United States Geological Survey. It used to be present in many places before the creation of NASA and the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. Here you see it with Admiral Byrd. This map has been restored by Dmitry from Russia with suggestions of mine, Eddie Alenkar. Known by my YouTube channel Flat Earth Banjo, I asked Dmitry to include the Bermuda Triangle and Point Nemo, a place deep in the Pacific where NASA buries rockets. Then Robert Tozzi, a professional mapmaker, came along and enhanced the map even more. There are many people now selling this map online, but if you could order it from my online store, I would greatly appreciate it. Visit my online store now and order one of the items. I humbly thank you.